What's up, future millionaires? MTI here, and Voyager has made their announcement regarding the BTT redenomination swap. They will be supporting it. As you can see here on Twitter, they made the announcement yesterday, January 13th. We're going to be covering the press release, when this is taking place, what we need to know as far as BTT token holders. We're also going to dive into if you need help figuring out how many tokens you're going to have after the swap is complete. I'm going to show you how to get that answer. And the last thing we're going to cover is some future speculation regarding the BTT token and the Voyager app. Now, before we dive into everything, I want to take a brief second to talk to you about Crypto.com, one of the top crypto exchanges to add to your arsenal if you're looking to buy and sell cryptocurrencies or even earn passive income on your cryptos or stablecoins. Now, besides some of the basic things that you get with your typical crypto exchanges, one thing I like a lot that I personally use is their metal Visa debit cards. I personally have the Ruby Steel, and I'm also looking to upgrade to the Royal Indigo or Jade Green. Now, this is the Crow rewards that you get back on every single purchase. There are some small stipulations that you can read, but pretty much every purchase, this is what you're going to get back paid in Crow. Now, these are some of the other benefits besides the Crow rewards that you get. You can see Spotify, Netflix, Prime, Expedia, Airbnb, and you have some other things as well. So if the metal Visa card sounds good to you and you would like to earn $25 free in Crow, go ahead and click the link down below and you'll get $25 free in Crow when signing up for the Ruby Steel card or higher. Now that we got the intro out of the way, let's go ahead and dive into the Voyager press release regarding the BTT redenomination swap right after this. Alright, crypto investors, welcome back to the channel. Let's go ahead and dive into and see what Voyager has to say. Now, Voyager supports the BitTorrent redenomination migration this month. Following this token migration, BTT will maintain its current market cap, even though the supply will be increased to 990 trillion. Now, if you're curious on why this happened, check out my previous videos on the redenomination and why BitTorrent moved the supply up. Now, let's go ahead and dive into the other portion of this. Now, this is everything we're going to cover right here. And so what do we need to know far as, BTT token holders? Now, if you hold BitTorrent on Voyager, we will automatically migrate your tokens for you. You won't need to take any further action. So in simplest terms, if you're holding BTT on Voyager like myself, just wait and Voyager is going to swap our tokens for us. So you don't have to do anything if you're holding your tokens on Voyager. Now, the token migration details, I do want to dive into this. I pretty much have all of this highlighted. Now, you don't have to, stay here for this part, but if you want to know the details and if you're going to ask certain questions, I would highly recommend, read this part with me so you can get your question answered. Now, on Sunday, January 16th is when it will actually start at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Now, Voyager will pause trading of BTT and the token price, and it will remain static on Voyager. So remember that. All pending BTT orders will be canceled at this time. This BTT trading pause will continue while Voyager monitors the token migration and the network stability and works with our liquidity providers to turn trading back on as soon as feasible. So remember, if there's any trades that happen right before this time or that's going on during this time, it will not happen because the BTT swap will be into effect. So remember that. Now, Voyager goes on to say we will aim to re-enable trading of BTT as soon as feasible, but no earlier than Friday, January 21st, 2022. So that's pretty much 5 days that the BTT swap will be going on, and we will see no trades happening and the price and everything pretty much static. So don't be, alarmed or panicking because of that. All right. This is why I'm kind of talking about it now so everyone knows. And so Voyager will notify our token holders and community when the migration is complete and trading is re-enabled on Voyager. So whatever email you signed up with to Voyager, you probably already got an email stating that they are supporting the BTT swap. And so you're going to get another email once it's done talking about, hey, we have completed it. Now, BTT held on Voyager will be redenominated at ratio 1000 to 1 as part of the swap and migration. So for example, if you're holding 10,000 BTT in the app, you're going to have 10 million tokens reflected in your portfolio after the token migration is complete. Now, the last section here, because Voyager does not own or control the underlying software protocols that governs BTT operations, token holders should be aware that Voyager cannot guarantee when the BTT migration will be complete or when trading will be re-enabled, and the process may be subject to delay. Voyager accordingly reserves the right to revise these plans regarding BTT. Now, because Voyager is a brokerage and not an exchange, they have to go through all of the different liquidity providers that they use to swap those BTT tokens, and this is why it's probably a little bit more time for 5 days to do the swap. So now we know all the people holding BTT, including myself, on the Voyager app. Voyager will do it for us. Starting January 16th, all pending trades will be canceled and no trades will be able to go through at that time until at the earliest January 21st. So just remember that. But now if you're curious, hey Mike, how do I figure out approximately how many tokens I'm going to have after the swap? I'm going to show you as we briefly look at the price chart for BTT. Let's check it out. So as we can see, BitTorrent is still ranked in the top 100, of course, ranked number 63. Now I just want to pull up the calculator here, and I'm gonna move this down to this part here, and the total supply is what's going to increase. Right now it's 990 billion. This is going to increase to 990 trillion. Now the market cap is going to say the exact same, all right? But let's pull this back up. And the easiest way to figure this out, what you want to do is, let's say you have 1 million tokens. All you're going to do is take however many tokens you have and you're going to times it times 1000, because it's a 1 to 1000 ratio. And I'm going to show you what I mean. So let's say we have 1 million tokens. We're going to times that times 1000. And now you can see you have your answer, which is 1 billion tokens. And just to give one more example, let's say you have 5 million tokens, right? You're going to times that times 1000. And you're going to have 5 billion tokens. And that's how you're going to figure out approximately, how many tokens you're going to have after the token swap is complete. So now let's get into some of the speculation part of the future of the BTT token as well as Voyager. Now, I haven't talked to the Voyager team. I haven't talked to 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗢 about any of this, but this is just some future speculation that I'm kind of hoping for. None of this is, guaranteed. Now, what I'm talking about is, because they're doing a token swap and they're talking to their liquidity providers, I'm hoping that either the transfer talk or either the interest talk or either both has happened with the liquidity providers. And the reason why I say that is because I do know at some point, I'm sure they will want to implement this for all of the assets that they have on the platform. Either we can transfer it off, which I still think will be a huge benefit, because that will offer a US brokerage where people can use fiat currency, buy the BT token, and then transfer to any wallet that they choose. That will still be a benefit, even though people may want to transfer it off of Voyager. If we're not able to transfer it, then maybe we can get some interest added, even if it's 1% or 2% just for starters. I think that would be a huge benefit as well. Now, some point in 2022, I'm hoping that one of these two things happen, if not both. And that's the speculation that I'm talking about, because they actually have a reason to talk to all of their liquidity providers for this particular asset. Hopefully this conversation comes up and this is done for us in the future. And for those of you that are still rocking with me to this part of the video, I want to say thanks for watching. And most importantly, if you gain some value from this video, I want to say smash the like button. And real quick, I briefly just want to address, for those of you that may be like, MTI, you're not wearing a hat today. I just figured I'll switch it up and let the dreads kind of hang out. But that is all I got for you. Remember to stay inspired, stay motivated, always invest in yourself, and I'm out.